Hi boys and girls, today we're going to be talking about multiples and factors. Let's start out with multiples. Our chant for multiples is, multiples mean multiply, multiply means count by. Start with a number that you count by. So if we remember, multiples are the same exact thing as skip counting, which you've been doing for a very long time. Let's practice writing our multiples or our skip counts of 5. So the first thing I would do is write a 5 on my paper. And then remember, always start with a number that you count by. So I would write 5 again. And then it's just like repeated addition. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus another 5 is 15, plus another 5 is 20, plus another 5 is 25, and so on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. My multiples of 5 or my skip counts of 5. Let's try again with 3. Again, start with a number that you count by. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on. Again, I'm just doing that repeated addition. 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, 15 plus 3 is 18. With multiples, I'm also multiplying. Notice that if I put numbers above each of my multiples, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I multiply it by the number I'm counting by, 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 5 is 25. The same thing with 3. If I put my numbers above, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. So while I am doing repeated addition, we know that that is the same thing as multiplying. This is a helpful more of a helpful trick you can use if you struggle with your basic multiplication. If you list out your skip counts, that can help you with your multiplication facts as well. Now let's move on to factors. Factors is slightly different in the sense that you're looking for numbers that you can multiply together to make another number. I know that a factor, here are my factors, times a factor makes my product. For example, if the product I'm working with is, let's do 6. I want to know what numbers I can multiply together that will make sense. A factor times a factor makes a product, and also a product divided by a factor makes the other factor. So let's start. I always want to start with 1 and work my way up. I know that 1 times 6 is 6. Move on with my factor rainbow. Then I keep going in order, so the next number would be 2. I know that I can multiply by 2 because 6 is an even number. 2 times 3 is 6. Because I cannot put any more numbers in between 2 and 3, I know that I am done. Let's go on to a slightly larger number, such as, let's do 24. Again, I always start with 1. 1 times 24, my little multiplication symbol. 1 times 24 equals 24. I go in order, so I go to my next number, which is 2. I notice that in the ones place, it is a 4. 4 is an even number, and so I know I can multiply by 2. 2 times 12 is 24. Then I would go on to my next number, which is 3. I want to think if 3 can go into 24. There's a little trick that I can use. If I add my digits up and it's a multiple of 3, I can use 3 as one of my factors. So let's check. I know that 2 plus 4 is 6. Is 6 a multiple of 3? Yes, it is. In fact, we listed it up here as a multiple of 3. I know then I can multiply by 3. Let's keep going with our multiples, our skip counts. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. What comes next 18 plus another 3 is 21. 21 plus another 3 is 24. So it looks like, if I keep going with my top numbers, 3 times 8 is 24. Then I would go on to my next number, which is 4. If you know your facts, which you should. 4 times 6 is 24. And 5 cannot go into 24, so I am done. All right, gonna go and put my commas in, make sure I don't get confused. So there I have all my factors of 24. Thanks for watching my video. I hope it helps.